keepers of the past across New England, the keeper of lights holds an important position here at Gillette Stadium, sounding the fog bell and signaling that it's time for football in Foxborough. Let's close out the weekend with what should be a good one on Monday Night Primetime between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New England Patriots.
Please welcome your 2026 New England Patriots.
Andres Borregales ready to get us started. And away we go on Sunday Night Primetime. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They're led out by the 6th-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
Just ho-hum, more of the same production from Herbert in year 5. In fact, it was the cleanest football of his career, Kate. 23 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions. But he's got to check that box of playoff wins. And that's not easy to do in this AFC.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Brought in by Gadsden. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. A nice skate of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. That one's complete. Amarion Hampton. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Has him on a quick hitter. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing, getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Herbert to throw once more. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing 4th down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's 3rd overall pick. He started 12 games last year as a rookie. That's Drake May.
Kate, you watch Drake play this game, and he checks every box you want for a franchise quarterback. Tall, athletic, great arm. Now he's got to take all that wonderful potential into week-to-week productivity.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Going play action, May. He's got a man left. Still going inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Well, Brock, we normally talk about complimentary football at some points every week. So how about the way they've begun this one, huh? Force some punts and then cash it in for 6 on their opening drive.
We do it every game?
It feels like it. Almost every game, yeah.
I think you're right. Because that's what the NFL is about. We all know the margins are so small in this league. And the team that typically plays the complimentary ball is typically the team that wins.
This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Chargers, nothing.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Starting from the 5. Escapes a defender. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Chargers getting their offense set for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
It's Hampton on second. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. They'll throw, 3rd and long. That one's nabbed by Allen. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. The big play, and that's him 17 yards. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On the counter, it's Hampton. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Herbert now off the play fake. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And this is taken ahead to the 42. Marcus Jones ranging over for the stop.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Short pass brought in. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Herbert on 1st down. Look at that power, deep left side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Quarterback of his renowns, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. It's Herbert once more. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Was hoping to get that one to Keenan Allen. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Herbert throwing again. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Couldn't find Rondé Gadsden the second on that throw. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
You know, Kate, you'll get a little bit of grace for a drop in the first frame, but that's one, as this game goes on, he's got to have. It's hard on 3rd down to execute. With the ball in your hands, you got to find a way to catch it.
And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. The Patriots offense headed out for their second drive of the game. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a New England 1st down.
That's good for a Patriots 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. They go play action. Here's May. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
I can promise you that is a throw, and it's a quarterback when it leaves your hands, you do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB can cut off and take the other way.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Back to the air. It's May. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Mario Douglas, the intended target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
May now on 3rd down. Throwing the out route complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
1st down throw for May. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. First time this game they've looked to him. So it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
May trying to get here on 2nd. Going all the way to the end zone here. And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break, Brock, as they force this 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Corey Gallis connects, and that will add to their score.
2 drives and both of them ending in points. You don't even mind you only got a field goal there, Kate. They got to be ecstatic, exactly the way they wanted to start this one.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Charger offense making its way to the field. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. This one falls incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
He was defended by Marcus Jones.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Herbert dumps it off to his running back. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Herbert back to throw. Finds him over the middle. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it to 45.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Shotgun give to Hampton. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Again, it's Hampton. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Opening carry of the game for Kimani Vidal. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Throw here, 3rd down. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. The Patriots running their offense out there. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's May. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop pick gives him new life. This is 2nd down. Here's May to the air. Setting up the screen with Henderson. Gets up the edge to the 35. going to get this to the 39-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Tossing it to Henderson. This is ahead for about 5. Cam Hart set for the tackle that time.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. They give now to Henderson. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
May now to throw on third. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th-rounder Bryce Behringer to do the honors. That's taken at the 15. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Here's Hampton to open the drive. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Herbert. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
A gain of 12. First down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. They go play action. Here's Herbert. That's incomplete on 2nd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. Collects this at the 35. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Here's New England ready once again on offense. And here in the first, already up to a 10-0 advantage. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a New England 1st down.
The Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Sticking with Henderson. Who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That's Denzel Perryman in on the stop.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He's making a bid for it. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Working inside the red zone. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
2nd and 10. Here's May. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. Third and long for him here. Finds Stevenson out of the backfield. And this is going to be 4th down, Brock. He's out of bounds well shy of what they needed there.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
So now on 4th down, Andres Borregales leading the Pats field goal team out for a try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Borregales connects. And they come away with some points on that series.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Borregales on to send it away. This return starts at the 5. This makes it up to the 25. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Second and a yard.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Running with Vidal out of the gun. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Chances of stalling this drive defensively seem bleak, but how about now? Look at those odds changing, Kate. Still not great, but you could feel a little momentum on their side. Maybe they can muster it up and get back-to-back stops.
Trying to sneak it, Herbert. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down. Nothing for them there. Maybe 1 yard. It's going to be 4th down. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our 1st quarter. We've got the Patriots in front. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They're looking at a punt, though, facing 4th down. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. The Patriots and Travion Henderson back out there for their next series. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. On play action, here's May. Throw left side cut by Douglas. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Fall forward, and I think you've got this 1st down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. Operating from the gun, here's May. Finds a man, right side. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Henderson here from the gun. And he hits the lane for 9 into enemy territory.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Staying on the ground here with Henderson. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Trying to sneak May. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
1st and 10 from the 43. May now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's another Patriots first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. To throw, here's May. Completed to his running back. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
May now on 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one intended for Demario Douglas. And it's 4th down.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Boy, Gallis connects. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Has this at the 6. It's going well so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And after that opposing score, Brock, they find themselves taking over down 16. New set of downs for him from the 31. Now it's Vidal. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know by now, Kate, with this time we spend together, these toss plays, the best way to defend them is to hit them before they get started. And that's exactly what the defense did.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Herbert from the gun. Short pass brought in. He dodged the tackle. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Couldn't find a completion on 1st down. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Herbert. Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
So once again, J.K. Scott out to punt it away. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. The New England offense running out now. And last drive left them in a little bit of limbo, Brock. They were happy to leave with points, obviously, but not happy that they had to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown.
Coaches love to say on offense, let every drive end in a kick. The bronze medal's a punt, silver medal's a field goal, and now they're going to be striving for that PAT, the gold medal.
They go play action. Here's May. He finds his running back, Henderson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. May off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Nickel look by the Chargers here. 3rd down. They'll throw. 3rd and long. It's on target to Williams. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. A gain of 15 there. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Anderson's going to take this straight ahead. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's May to the air. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And barely gets it into enemy territory to the 49. Stopped by Deion Henley.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
Throw here, 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Henderson. He's still going to the 30. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a New England 1st down.
16 yards. That's another Patriots
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. May's going to take it himself. And working a couple of yards past the line. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
May looking to throw. Setting up the screen with Henderson. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Patriots 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Good throw completed by May. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots make it a 3-possession game. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots stretch the lead to 23.
Chargers, nothing.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. And things are really getting away from him, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 2nd down.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
On the 24 once again. It's 2nd and 10. Herbert. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. Right down, gets a 1st down and more. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. It's caught. This is Lad McConkey. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Chargers
coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Now Herbert again. Complete over the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Out of the shotgun, gives to Vidal. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. It's inside the 10. He brings it in. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. They're both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, hope we have just a little space to operate. That play action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. That is an LA touchdown. The Chargers start to fight back with their 1st points of this game. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers get it back to within 2 scores.
Chargers 7.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Fields this one at the 3. Jukes away from 1. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. This is Henderson. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Here's May. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line to gain.
It's a gain of 6.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. They send the tight end in motion. Henderson's going to get it on 3rd down. Trying to get this one outside, Brock, but he did not make it. They stopped him right at the line of scrimmage. He's short. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. Patriots holding the lead here at Gillette. Bryce Behringer on now to punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Charger offense making its way to the field. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Herbert back to throw. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there. That brings up 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
From the 24 once again. It's 2nd and 10. Herbert from the gun. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. That one's good to McConkey. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing on 1st is Herbert. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
It's Herbert once more. Hits him on the out route. And he goes out a little short of the 40. Give him 5 on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First down from the 42. Herbert throwing again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't get it to Aronde Gadsden the second. So 2nd down coming up. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Chargers.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Herbert to throw once more. That's complete to Johnston, outright. And he's brought down after a short gain.
To number 1, Quentin Johnston. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. On a quick slant, he's got Allen. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8, 3rd down.
It's a gain of 9.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. The Chargers sending out Dicker the kicker to add 3 to the board. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash. Dicker connects there, and that drops the deficit down to 13.
Makes the score Patriots 23.
Kid, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You can take all the time down, put points on the board, and maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the final play of our first half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's a return from the 7. Now bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. The Patriots and Travion Henderson back out there for their next series. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Finds him quickly on the RPO. And he's going to get a few here, brought down at the 33-yard line.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Trying an inside give to Henderson. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
He's going to keep this one. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Give now to Henderson. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. May now from the gun. Hits him on the in route. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Give him 13 on that play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. It's Henderson on the give. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Run here with Henderson. He finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
May now to throw on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
Well, apparently a little too long to run the field goal unit out. The offense staying put to go for it. Running for it, it's Henderson. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Well, I know everybody on that offensive side of the ball appreciates that kind of effort. Got by more than just a couple of inches. In fact, no need for a measurement on that as they move the chains.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Going to the ground again on 1st. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 38-yard line.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's May. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a New England 1st down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Counter play, it's Henderson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Made a throw it. That's taken in by Henry. They come crashing down on that receiver screen, and they take him down behind the line.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, the big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
They now on 3rd down. Setting up the screen with Henderson. This is not going to get it done on 3rd down. They catch him behind the line. This goes for a loss. Well, the good part is he did bring that play to a stop. Unfortunately, Looks like he got banged up on the tackle. He's in some discomfort out there. So now on fourth down, Andres Borigalis leading the Pats field goal team out for a try. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. Borigalis connects, and that'll give him a 16-point advantage.
Well, when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'm going to bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
Now Borigalis on to send it away. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. Just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Shotgun give to Hampton. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Throwing now, Herbert. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Kate, I can feel by your body language and the call that you saw exactly what I saw, and that was a big uh-oh. It's one of the nice things of having a bird's eye view on these screens. You can see it coming at the field. In the field level, you get lost, but not up here. You knew that play was doomed from the start.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't find Rondé Gadsden the 2nd on that throw. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
The Patriots offense all set to go. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Throwing is May. Completed over the middle. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First down throw for May. Short pass brought in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Second down now, they need 7. Operating from the gun, here's May. Henry on the catch. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Again, it's May. He's got a man left. And on first down, only gets about a yard here, and the defender there to force him out.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. To the air yet again, May. Oh, finds his running back, Henderson. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Here he goes, 3rd and long. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
The Patriots have their punting unit out. Bryce Behringer, the one to send it away. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hampton to open the drive. And they're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
And the Chargers, first down.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
First down, and they go right back to it. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Give them around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
It's Hampton on 2nd. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know, Kate. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
First down, Chargers.
From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10. Back to Hampton. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Jack Gibbons in on the tackle.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. A motion at tight end left. Again, it's Hampton. Ooh, and the stop made awfully close to the marker and in midfield. It's going to be 3rd and short now from the 49.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there, and he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
They'll toss it to Hampton. Works the sideline inside the 35. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
Kate, I want you and the audience to imprint that play in your mind. When you hear me or any announcer say, oh, he's running downhill. Oh, get running downhill. Oh, you want to hit it downhill. That right there, that was running downhill.
And they're on him right as he gets back to the line. Great recovery after they got gashed on that last play. We have an injured player here. Looks like it's a member of the Patriots in some discomfort. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Herbert from the gun. He gets this one to Gadsden. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. He connected once, and a good chance here. This is inside of 35. Dicker connects there. And that drops the deficit down to 13.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, here's Travion Henderson. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Patriots and Travion Henderson back out there for their next series. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Here's made to the air. Brought in a big gain here for Diggs. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. How about a big hitter? 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Tight end motioning right. May on 1st and 10. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be touched down a yard shy of that marker.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them can throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
May now from the gun. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, it hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Complete beyond the marker. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's May. And it is knocked away. A shot to the end zone, answered there by a strong defensive effort. 2nd down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
This is Henderson on 2nd down. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. We'll get an injury stoppage. That's one of the Chargers who's pretty shaken up and being tended to. This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. To the air on 3rd and long. Running in the red zone. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's another.
We've reached the end of the 3rd on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Patriots in possession, and they have set themselves up well to get the win here. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Good throw completed by May. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's May. To the end zone, but incomplete. That play's going to force 3rd and goal. Ooh, sure looked like they were sitting on that slant, weren't they, Brock? If a route was going to beat them, it was not going to be that one.
Yeah, we see this route all the time, really at every level of football, because as a receiver, you just want to get inside that defender, and when you do, you hope to find that connection, but the contact knocked that sucker away.
Here's May, 3rd and goal. Setting up the screen with Henderson. He's in for the New England touchdown. The Patriots have likely locked up the win right there. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown. You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end. So May brings the Patriots up to go for 2.
The Patriots will line up for a 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And that one's gone. Add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4th.
Chargers
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
Now Borregales on to send it away. On return, here comes Davis. A pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap to Herbert. It's his running back. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Couldn't find Rondé Gadsden the second on that throw. And that'll bring up second down.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
2nd and 10 now, Herbert. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And he's brought down at the line.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Herbert to throw once more. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or 2.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. One of their biggest plays of the game so far, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
1st and 10. Here's Hampton. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. Oh, this big guy is moving! And that is a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers get it back to within 2 possessions.
That is just tremendous play calling. You know, there's some coordinators out there, Kate, that are just Rolodex, right? They flip through their call sheet, they just call whatever's on it. Then there's other coordinators that can stack their plays together. And when you run it, you run that same action of the play action right off of it, and you can make that defense pay. That was a thing of beauty.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers get it back to a 14-point game.
Chargers 20.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Fielded by Henderson. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Patriots and Travion Henderson back out there for their next series. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. On play action, here's May. Cut out left. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Chargers are going to opt for a 5th DB, 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's May. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB, you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
Their punter making his way out now. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Running it with Hampton. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Hampton. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring him 4th down.
Jay, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are smaller. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Punting unit out now. J.K. Scott will kick it away. He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Here's May. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Back to the air. It's May. Finds the in route complete. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a New England 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard
Move
line.
the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
So 1st down from the 41. From the gun, a gift to Stevenson. He finds him 6 yards on that 1st down run.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. They go again with Stevenson. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Henley on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That one complete to Diggs. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots making a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots stretch their lead to 21.
Patriots 41. Chargers 20.
Now Borregales on to send it away.
Kickoff for New England.
Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Herbert on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Okay, this defense finally said enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Back to the air. Herbert has him on the quick hitter. And he's right near that first down marker as the stop is made at the 48.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
Man in motion, headed right. On 3rd and 1, it's Herbert. Johnson finds the football, complete. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Well, he came down a little awkwardly after making that tackle. Looks like he's in some discomfort now. We're going to have medical head out to check on him. So first down from the 41. It's Herbert once more. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Herbert throwing again. Throwing the out route complete. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
5 men in the secondary now for the Pats. 3rd down. Now Herbert again. He finds Johnston. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers get it back to within 2 possessions. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chargers get it back to a 14-point game.
Chargers 27.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Patriots and Stephon Diggs getting set for this next offensive possession. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Stevenson. Escapes the defender. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Stevenson with another carry. quick call out a gain of 7. Nicely done.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. Man, offenses love execution and plays like that on first down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for second down.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's May. Catches May down the right sideline. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots have likely locked up the win right there.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Corey Gallis on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots stretch their lead to 21.
Patriots 48, Chargers 27.
Now Borregales on to send it away. On the return, here comes Davis. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Charger offense making its way to the field. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Hits him on the out route. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10, here's Herbert. Going with a screen to Hampton. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Herbert to throw once more. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
The Patriots adding an extra defensive back out there for this 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Going to the left side, and Johnston has it. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Don't tell these guys the odds, partner. They call the right play at the right time. Gain 13 on 4th and 10. That's enough for a first down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
2nd and 3 now. They are throwing it again. Into the hands of Gadsden. Complete. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
He just keeps finding McConkey. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
This one's caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. Chargers hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Throwing from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. They snap it to Herbert. And they get to him and hold him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
The Patriots and Stephon Diggs getting set for this next offensive possession. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. We'll find Stevenson out of the backfield. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly, as a check-down outlet on short throws.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And his fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's May. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Patriots first down.
So this is a win for the Patriots. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots emerge as winners, as with that, we'll sign off from New England.